because the reportedly team is so geographically spread around, how do you coordinate what needs to be covered and how do you prioritize news?
We're basically split in two teams which are overlapping in the middle of the day, and one is the European team and one is the US team for now. On both teams we have one of our managers, so we have a sort of small newsroom, which is basically a 3-people newsroom. One of them is a managing editor or an editor-in-chief, like in the case of Andy. And he basically sets priorities, but most of the time we just start a day and look into our feed and also pick. We do have a document that we share, so we get some sort of background of what happened the night before on the LA shift from our colleagues, and everything is written down, and we have links to anything that's been produced by the team. So we sort of never interrupt the flow, and basically in the morning what we do is just recap what happened, what important things happened according to us, and relaunch our stories, what are the stories that we produced, and then we establish what the priorities are for the day, and they may change over the day. They usually change 3 or 4 times during the day. So.
What would you say were the advantages and disadvantages of starting reportedly without a website?
Oh, innumerable. For one thing, we didn't have a pressure to carry people from social media to a website and to show our publisher that we are effectively producing numbers, high numbers of people go into our website, because that's simply not our aim. Our aim is to be influential and to have a reputation, and that reputation stays on social media and the social media that we share with people. So it was definitely a form of freedom. It's simply something that it's confusing people, though. We just realize that people are confused, they don't know where to find us, because we're everywhere. So you have to say Twitter reportedly, Facebook reportedly, Medium reportedly, Storyfy reportedly. So basically what we'll keep on being everywhere, but we just have a place where you can, it's like a home place, where you can just go and find everything that we do, and possibly help us also organize. And we have a big production now. So just for example, we establish stories based on main theme, like water stories about water.
And in 3 words, how would you describe your experience working for Reportedly?
Fantastic. What, 2 more words?
Yeah, fantastic.
Difficult. More than difficult, I would say challenging, which is something that is probably easier to do when you're very young and careless. And also, for some reason, magic, because I learned everything I know about how to do journalism on Twitter from Andy, when Andy and I had never met in person. And then after 1 year after the Arab Spring, we met in Perugia, and 3 years later I'm working with them on this project that is very much the product of a shared sensibility on what we want to do. And I think there's some magic in it.